I want to talk to you about new LLC business loans that pull personal Experian. And I want to share with you 7 banks that approve large amounts to get you going real fast.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging in the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sorty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you already asked me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about new LLC business loans that pull personal Experian, not TransUnion, personal Experian. Okay, so I want to share with you 7 banks that approve large amounts to get you going real fast. Number 7 we have here, TD Bank. Our score 7.8 over 10. So when you think about TD Bank, what we love about TD Bank is that they are constantly innovating their credit products. Okay, when you apply, if you have a new LLC, you can apply, not a problem. You can apply for a business loan. However, you need to have had a personal relationship with them. You need to have at least a long-term personal relationship with them so they can actually bypass the 2-year or 1-year operational history requirements that they have for LLC business loans. Okay, so when we talk about this business loan, this new LLC business loan at TD Bank, you have amounts available from $10,000 to $1 million. This is fantastic. Flexible term loans, flexible terms from 1 to 5 years. You have one-time disbursement of funds, wonderful, and they don't charge any origination fee. Okay, and the cool thing here is that if you can get 2 loans with TD Bank simultaneously. You can get an unsecured new LLC business loan. And you can also get an SBA backed business loan if you qualify, of course, for the SBA backed loan. So this is really good. We love that flexibility. You can also secure the business loan if you want to. If you have the proper assets, you can pledge those assets and actually secure the loan. This is kind of cool because you can benefit from what? Low interest, okay, low APR. So if you have that, that's fine. Remember that you actually need to have a business relationship with TD Bank to actually have this loan also, okay? Because they will be they'll be wiring the funds to your TD Bank business checking accounts, and they do this really fast. Like they will approve you within 1 or 2 days, and they will wire the funds after 2 to 3 days. Fantastic. So when you think about TD Bank, 7.8 over 10. We love their speed. We love their customer service. Obviously, here is a lender that is geo-restricted. In other words, they actually cover 15 states. Right now, they don't cover the whole country. So you got to be in the geography, or your business must be located in the geography they cover to qualify for this loan. Number 6 here, we have Capital One. Our score 8.1 over 10. So when you think about Capital One, I want you to think about a very generous lender for your new LLC business loan. Okay, check this out. Capital One will approve you from $10,000 up to $10 million. And here the modus operandi is the same thing. In other words, you need to actually have a relationship with Capital One at the business level and also at the personal level to qualify for this loan, okay? But it is really great. But with Capital One, things are different. First of all, this is a primarily online bank, okay? So they want you to contact a banker. You need to talk to someone face to face. This is good because a lot of folks like the whole online business loan application thing. It's not good. So Capital One actually, they actually makes available for you a banker who will answer all your questions. So the thing here is that there's no extensive loan information on the website. You got to contact a banker to learn more about this loan. So Capital One has 2 categories of new LLC business lending. So they first have business installment loans. So they have term loans. Okay, they have working capital loans. They have also what they call emergency loans. So you can use actually those loans to cover costs. You can consolidate debt. You can expand. You can buy inventory and whatnot. Okay, And then they have also specialized lending. So here they have solutions to meet your business needs. So basically they have a revolving lines of credit, non-revolving lines of credit, investor real estate loans, and more. Okay, so to qualify for a Capital One new LLC business loan or LLC business loan in general, you need to be in business for 2 years and you need to have an open business checking account. However, like I said, if you have a relationship with Capital One, they will waive that requirement to have a 2-year operational history. Okay, this is totally possible. We have done this for tens of clients. This is totally possible. So the thing here is that with Capital One, you have a term loan, a business term loan, but also a business line of credit. So this is kind of cool. One thing that's very important is that they always, like I said before, for the line of credit, you can actually will get money from 10,000 to 5 million. So that's the delta, 10,000 to 5 million. But you always need to talk to a Capital One banker. Actually, they're called Capital One branch ambassadors. Okay, so this is how they call them, and you have to either go to a branch. Okay, Capital One does not have enough branch to cover the whole country, but it is what it is. Just give them a call and see what they can actually do for you. Number 5 here, we have PNC. Our score 8.6 over 10. So if you have a new LLC, you can qualify for a business loan at PNC, not a problem, but you need to have an existing relationship also. So this bank is also geo restricted. In other words, they don't cover the whole country. So you got to think about your location and think about your sector of operation. Okay. So what we love here is that the small business loan is unsecured. So with PNC, everything is unsecured. They have excellent customer service. Okay. The loan amount, $20,000 rather, to $100,000. Not a lot, okay. We've seen more generous lenders, but it is what it is, okay. $20,000 to $100,000, and the cool thing is you need to domicile the payments of interest and principal from a PNC business checking account. But when you do that, you actually benefit from a 0.5 auto pay discount. This is kind of cool, okay. But overall, when we talk about the borrowing experience at PNC Bank, this is stellar, fantastic, wonderful. Okay, you can apply online, you can apply by phone if you want to. If you don't want to apply online, that's fine also, or you can apply in person at a branch. So if you want to apply, let's say by phone, the number is 1-800-762-5684, 1-800-762-5684. So they are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, and the cool thing here is that you can also get this loan secured or unsecured. So if you choose to have a secured loan from PNC, this is fine also. But in this case, you actually have to pledge some appropriate collateral, okay, some business collateral or personal collateral. And the loan amounts that they can give you will depend, of course, on the collateral's value, right? But loan amounts here are much larger. You were talking about $100,000 to $3 million. Okay, so you have some flexibility here. And the loan term, the tenor here is up to 7 years. Okay, and the collateral required can be a variety of machinery, equipment, or other non-real estate business assets. Okay, and one thing I want to say here when it comes to PNC, and we have been seeing this over and over and over, their customer service keeps getting better, especially on the business side. They keep getting better. For example, when you are approved for a small business loan, they automatically assign an advisor to you, and that advisor will provide a lot of guidance throughout the duration of the loan. The advisor will talk to you. If you have questions, you can ask the advisor. And this is kind of cool. This really embellishes. This improves the overall customer service at PNC. Fantastic. Number 4, we have Citibank. Our score 8.8 over 10. So when you think about Citibank, obviously this is a financial colossus. They are available nationwide. Okay, so you don't have the problem that PNC has or Capital One or TD Bank. So Citibank is available nationally. So here are the pros and cons. The pros: financing is suitable for small to large businesses, so they cover the whole gamut. Rates tend to be inexpensive, so they have very cheap rates. Long-term financing is available, and they have few additional fees. Okay, here are the cons. So borrower qualifications might be hard to actually meet depending on the state you're applying from. The website advertising is not really transparent, and Citibank needs to do a better job at that. They're really not really transparent, and they suffer from poor public reputation, and they've had this for a while now. I mean, they are starting to improve though, but it will take some time. So when you think about Citibank and you think about new LLC business loans with large amounts, they actually have a quartet of business lending programs. So 4 categories of loans: business installment loans, business lines of credit, commercial mortgages, and healthcare acquisition financing deals. Okay, but in today's conversation, we are just focused on the very first one, the business installment loans. Okay, so this is the kind of money that you can actually, as a new LLC, you can use the cash to acquire equipment, machinery, and vehicles. You can renovate your facilities. You can expand your business. You can get cash to take care of payroll. You can get cash to pay your inventory and all that kind of stuff. And the loan amounts here, the delta is very interesting. We are speaking about $5,000 to $5 million. Okay, terms up to 7 years. Fantastic. And the interest rates are affordable too. Okay, and so when we talk about, and the requirements are not really that strict. So they want you to be established and operating in the United States. That's totally fine. You got to have a business checking account with Citi. That's fine. But remember, they do actually have personal guarantees from all owners collectively owning 51% or more of the business. Okay, this is important. Now, there is a way to bypass that, but you need to actually apply using EIN only. But if you don't do that, you're going to have to post a personal guarantee. It is what it is. Okay, and so Citibank actually asks you to provide some financial information. They want you to have your business plan. They want you to have your projected financial statements. Okay, if you are a new LLC, you got to prove to them that you have a business plan, that you have a business vision. Those are quintessential elements. Okay, very important. Number 3, folks, we are still talking about new LLC business loans with large amounts. Okay, I'm giving you 7 banks that really actually are very good for you. And so number 3, we have Chase. Our score 9.1 over 10. So Chase is another financial colossus that covers the whole country. So they have branches all over the place. So chances are that if you are a Chase customer, business customer, that is, you actually have a higher likelihood of finding the loan that you need and deserve. Okay, so when it comes to Chase, they have 3 major types of financing options. So they have term loans. So here they have fixed and variable rate options. They have draw loans. So the draw period up to 12 months followed by a fully amortizing repayment period. And they have the advised line. So this is a pre-approved period that allows you to make purchases for up to 12 months. Okay, this is the time where you can lock in rates and terms at the same time you're making purchases. Okay, so with Chase, the new LLC business loans starts at $10,000. Okay, you have 100% financing plus 10% in soft cost in case you want to finance equipment. Okay, and the terms are as long as 7 years or up to 75% of the equipment's estimated useful life. I just want to specify that you can actually get business term loans, unsecured business term loans. You can get equipment financing. You can get a lot of stuff from Chase, not just a collateralized business loan. Okay, very important to mention that. You also have what they call small business loans. Here they have loans from $5,000 and up. Okay, they have flexible terms from 12 to 84 months. Okay, so this is kind of important also, and they have fixed monthly payments. One thing I want to say in general about Chase is that everybody knows that Chase has stellar customer service. Okay, they have stellar customer service on the individual side, but also on the business side, which is really great. And when we talk about Chase, you want to think about small business loans, but you also want to think about equipment financing loans. Okay, and with the equipment financing loans, you have a lot of benefits that you can use. Okay, and the bank will actually make sure that they work with you to get the equipment you need fast, very fast. And overall, they ask for a business plan. They ask for estimated financial statements. They ask for the appropriate licenses and permits in the industry you're in, and they ask for all other necessary information for them to process your loans. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show. I'm still talking to you today about the new LLC business loans that pull personal Experian, 7 banks that approve large amounts that to get you going real fast. Okay, so all these banks pull personal Experian. So number two here, we have Bank of America. Our score 9.5 over 10. So Bank of America is also a banking titan. Okay, so they're available nationwide, not a problem. And the loan amounts here is very generous, $10,000 to $100,000. Okay, but the cool thing here is that they have rates that go as low as 4.75%. This is really good. And the tenor for that loan, 12 to 60 months. Okay, but they do charge you an origination fee of $150 if you are approved. Okay, and so Bank of America has term loans, and also they have business term loans. And they also have a business line of credit. So for the term loan, they want you, in terms of, if you want to qualify for this term loan, they want you to be in business for 2 years under existing ownership and have $100,000 in annual revenue. But as a new LLC, you can qualify for a new LLC business loan with a large amount if you have already a previous or an ongoing relationship with Bank of America at the personal level. Personal level, really important. Okay, and we are speaking about, so this with Bank of America, you can have an unsecured business loan, but you can also have a secure business loan. If you decide to collateralize the loan, if you decide to secure the business loan, then you are able to borrow much more. So here the loan amount starts at $25,000 and goes all the way to $10 million, depending on the value of the underlying asset that you pledge. Okay, and fixed rates here are even lower, 3.5% minimum. This is really good. And so they have so this is really good. So you might want to have a secure business loan with the Bank of America if you have the proper assets. We always want to mention that it's all about having the proper assets, right? Very important. But to actually secure the loan, they have one thing I want to say here is that you can actually take advantage of a 25% discount on loan administration or origination fees. So this is kind of cool if you are into that. This is kind of cool. And overall, one thing I want to say is that with Bank of America, you have excellent customer service. Okay, you can apply at a branch, you can apply over the phone, you can apply online. The choice is yours. Okay, that's your call. But one thing for sure, make sure that you have all the paperwork ready when you decide to apply. Okay, it's very important. Number one, the best of the best. In our view, the best of the best. When we talk about new LLC business loans that pull personal Experian, the best is Wells Fargo. Okay, and Wells Fargo is really fast. They approve large amounts and they get you going real fast. Okay, and so we're talking about the only thing is with Wells Fargo, they don't have business installment loan. They actually have new LLC business line of credit, but that's fine too. So for this, you actually can qualify for from $5,000 to $100,000. Okay, no collateral is required, and you have an automatic enrollment in a free rewards program. This is really good. Okay, now with Wells Fargo, they have a Wells Fargo business line of credit, and they have the Wells Fargo small business advantage line of credit. Okay, so you have two different lines of credit, and this is great for supplementing cash flows, expanding your business, and covering unexpected expenses. Okay, and there are other features that we love with this business line of credit from Wells Fargo. You have MasterCard, Access Card, easy to use checks. You can access the funds online or by phone, and there are no foreign transaction fees. Okay, and the application process is very simple. Very simple. As I said before, you can apply over the phone, you can apply online, you can apply also at a branch. Fantastic. Okay, and the cool thing here is that they want to see a series of documents from you. They want to see your your personal experience, of course. They want to see your cash inflows and your cash outflows. They want to make sure that you are in a good financial position, that your new LLC is, monetizable, if you will. So you can show that through your business plan, through your business plan, but also your estimated financial statements. Very important. Okay. And there are other things I want to talk about. There are additional features that come with the Wells Fargo business line of credit. We have business bill pay. We have automatic payments. We have overdraft protection. One thing I need to say that is very important is that based on our experience, you can convert the Wells Fargo business line of credit into a business loan if you have been if you have had a positive repayment history for at least 1 year. We've seen it. We have done it ourselves for our clients. So if you have a new LLC, you first want to get the Wells Fargo business line of credit, but after 1 year of positive and consistent payments, you want to actually ask Wells Fargo to convert the line of credit into a business loan. They will do it for you. So let me give you an overview before I close today's conversation. So we've been talking about new LLC business loans with large amounts. How do you actually qualify? And no matter the bank, no matter the financial institution, how do you qualify? First of all, most banks, before approving small business loans, they want you to have a time in business of, let's say, 1 year or 2 years and whatnot. But if you apply at a branch with which you already have a relationship, that requirements might be waived. Okay. They also pay attention to your personal credit score. So in this case, those banks are pulling personal Experian. And if you have a personal Experian score of 600 minimum, they will qualify you. Banks will also want you to have business credit score, a paydex of 80 to 85. But in this case, if you are a new LLC business, you have no time. You don't have a paydex score. Okay. And they also pay attention to your annual business revenue and profits. But in this case, again, you don't have actual data. You can only show estimated, projected data. Okay. They'll ask you for your bank statements, for your business bank statements, to actually have an idea of your cash inflows and cash outflows. Those are important. But so if you have them, you want to show them. If not, that's okay also. They might want to see your personal and business tax returns. Okay. They might want to see you might want you to explain the loan purpose. Very important. You need to articulate to the bank why you need the funds in the first place. Okay. You need to specify the desired loan amounts, how much you really need and why you need that much. You need to actually put all this into a business plan, a very captivating, a very compelling business plan. Okay. You need to speak about your industry. Don't forget, sometimes the banks, they want you to specify the industry based on the NAICS code. Okay. This is important. And you want to also mention the entity type. In your case, you have an LLC. So you have a limited liability company. You need to mention whether you have the appropriate business licenses and permits. Okay. You need to mention your EIN. Even though this is not an EIN only application, you can also mention your EIN. You need to show proof of collateral if you are trying to collateralize the loan, if you're trying to secure the loan so you can get a lower APR. Okay. You make sure that your balance sheet is properly built. In other words, you want to make sure that whatever estimation you put on your balance sheet, you can actually back it up. Okay. You want to show a copy of your commercial lease if possible, disclosure of other debts so the bank can tell the extent of your liabilities. Okay. Talk about ownerships and affiliations, accounts receivable and accounts payable agent if applicable, and legal contracts and agreements. Before I close today's conversation, please check out this video. We have a strict approach on this show to evaluate loans, to categorize them, and to list them. Check this out. So here is a recap. In today's conversation, I was talking to you about new LLC business loans that pull personal Experian. And here are the 7 banks that approve large amounts to get you going real fast. Number 1, Wells Fargo, 9.8 over 10. Number 2, Bank of America, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, Chase, 9.1 over 10. Number 4, we have Citibank, 8.8 over 10. Number 5, we have here PNC, 8.6 over 10. Number 6, we have Capital One. Our score is 8.1 over 10. And number 7, TD Bank, 7.8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.